So I interviewed Kano Almighty, your 326 music brother.
Kano.
And I felt,
shout out to Kano. It's my bro.
And I felt like he was so insightful with that era of your career, right? He spoke about seeing you and Pun perform at Rikers when he was locked up there in like, I don't know, mid 90s, early 90s, whatever, right?
Yeah.
He said the prisoners were plotting on your chain because you had a thick chain at the time.
Man, roll the clip.
I think when Pun came, it was inside in the inside gym. We saw him inside gym. But like I said, the first time I saw him perform, I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who he was. They was rapping about like satanic shit. Like
when you say they, who are you talking about?
I believe it was Triple Sace. Somebody else was there. I know Cuban was there. The only reason I know Cuban was there is because I've been thinking about it, and I remember one of them had a brolic ass chain, and dudes was talking shit about, oh, that shit, da 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 da. And I remember that shit. And I think me and Cuban had spoke about that shit a couple of times.
Oh man, they always plotting. You remember too? The sick one, he said he was plotting on my coat, my jacket. Niggas always plotting behind me. I didn't know about it, but they tell me later, years later, like, oh, they was plotting on my chain and shit. Yeah, you know, they knew what was gonna happen. We come get it. So, you know, they didn't do it for a reason. They didn't do it for a reason. And I'm not even, I mean, Rikers, I understand why we try to get my shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But we was good. We was good. You know, I walk how I talk. So back then it was a toe-to-toe moments. So we was ready for all of that. It was just me, Sace. No, me. It was me, Pun, Joe, and Cole Mega. We went in there. And we did a show in there in Rikers Island. So I remember that shit. And it was for the prisoners in good behavior. So they, you know what I'm saying, we was in the middle of the yard.
What year was this?
95, 94, 95, 94.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Right. So before Pun blew up or anything like that, but he was saying that like it was so crazy to see somebody of Pun's stature, weight and everything rhyming the way that he was. But he said you guys were rhyming with like the horrorcore at the time.
Yeah. Cannibalism is living in my metabolism, giving them spasms and aneurysms at baby baptisms. That's fine like that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So,
and my shit was I was born, what? I was born with the fucking horns on my head. Yeah. I was born in the fucking dawn under dead with a pitchfork, 2 horns on my head. I'm liable. I'm evil. I said, I'm evil. Knievel wouldn't do the stunts I do. Like kill a nigga with a bloody hand on the Bible. Survival. Better be the strategy because I was killing it. But that was a horrible era for us. And it was that moment. You know, it's that moment in hip hop where we loved the Grave Diggers and Wu-Tang came out and we loved that shit. We loved that shit. And Nas, you know, when I was 12, I went to Hell for Stuff for Jesus. Religion got involved with it. So we was deep into that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's so interesting because then like early Eminem was kind of rapping like that too.
It was an era. It was an era in hip hop.
Yeah.
It was an era that certain people liked it. You know, we loved that shit. You know, we added religion to our lyrics, and you know, we started talking about certain things.
But what do you remember about performing at Rikers that time? What was that like performing for the prisoners?
They had the gates. They had not the gates, but they had like a barricade, a little barricade around. It was like you stepping in a circle. It was like the old arenas that you step in a circle. We got the mic speakers. We got on there, and all the prisoners was around us in a circle. I'm saying like an arch, really not all the way around us, but like an arch right there that was there in front. We just started spitting. You know what I'm saying? We started spitting. They did Firewater. Joe did Fat Flow Joe. And we was dope, man. It was dope, man. We did it for the prisoners, the inmates. They appreciated us. Pun, when they see Pun, you know what I'm saying? Doing this shit. I woke on fire and shit, Hagen Dazs. Idolize no man like Conan and stand beside the guards. You know, down like Bible and God straight to hell like the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, intros like that, where it's like doom, ding, do, 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 like the beats. So Yeah, it was a brand new thing for people to see. Because it wasn't like, we had our images out there. Only Joe was known through camera, his image. So Pun, me, like we wasn't there on that camera yet. So when they seen us, they saw the raw lyricism, raw, one man, one mic, grip that shit, and we was ripping it. We was ripping it, man. I mean, somebody have to have footage of that shit. I don't know if they had cameras, but they had to have camera, right? I don't know. They had to film that. It's like, I don't know, but definitely in pictures, there's pictures. But that would be dope if they could bring that back, like as far as like that moment. So I remember that.
You performed at Rikers multiple times after that too, right?
Yeah, I performed after we had the beef with Joe. I did Cuban Link back on that fuck Joe shit. No offense, Terror Squad could suck my dick. Straight up, I did that shit. Me and Jay
So
Benjamin.
Seductive freestyle.
So Seductive. Yeah, we did that shit. It was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I was contemplating on even saying it because I don't want to start a riot. Or niggas come and jump, on TS, like niggas repping TS in there. They don't know the story, so they come and get me and shit. We started brawling there, so I was really like contemplating on doing that joint. But me and fucking my man Jay Benjamins, we just got in the fucking that was in the auditorium. I mean in the gym. We did that show in the gym. So they had the bleachers. Then when I came out with that shit, boom, bang, motherfuckers jumped out the bleachers and like, yeah, it was going crazy. So yeah, I did a couple of shows in Rikers, man. Gotta give black, some love back and some inspiration to that part of the world, man, because they feel shunned out, and whether innocent or guilty, you gotta do your time, man. And I know we got a lot of fans in jail, man. Jails, like we hit the jails hard, like Terror Squad. That's a big population we got in love for, so we give it back.